Shalom everyone, I hope that you are doing absolutely fabulous. Thanks for joining for a general reading. I'm just hopping over here to let you all know that the Cardinal Fixed and Mutable sign readings got done today on my other channel. And I've actually a couple different times tried to jump over here to let you guys know about that. Those of you who follow me know that the energy flow sometimes on me is really heavy. I had to really transmute some stupid. Okay, some of y'all do really need to go within and figure a thing out for the next couple of days because there was lies around some people, and it was really coming out. And Jehovah likes to tell us of something before it happens. And if you're walking with the Great One, you're protected. The wicked are something bad gonna happen to the wicked. We're promised that Jehovah is our shield and our buckler, and whom shall we fear? So anyway, I tried to get on here, and there was just some real hard energies coming out, and it's real hard on me sometimes, as you all know. So, but anyway, those can be found down below in the description box if you want to take those and really, look at them and do with it what you need to. Talk to people in your family, especially if you have some type of celebration or something like that coming up, because we had energies like that coming up as well. Some of that stuff is past energy. Some of it is, you'll like to tell us of something before it happens and stuff like that, so that we can be aware of some stuff. So anyway, if you are new, my channel looks at real heavy energy so that we can uproot it. Okay, so if we're walking in the light as He is in the light, then the darkness has to flee. It has no authority over the light. Okay, so it's people doing some stupid nasty. We just take authority over it right here in Jehovah's name, in Yeshua's name. I'm not church or religious, by the way, but I am spiritual, and I love Jehovah. He is the maker and ruler of heaven and earth, and I honor Him, and I acknowledge Him in all my ways so that He can make our path straight. We had the path show up there again in those readings. So, but anyway, if you stay, you'll just learn me as we go. Jehovah, what are you going to bring out here, please, for this group of people? What's in the now? So what's in the now is temperance. This is a reconciliation, but you need to ask yourself, what is this about? Is it balanced? Is it truthful? Okay, because this is the letter Nun in the Hebrew. So if you are new, I give Hebraic definitions as well. So you may have never heard of any of these definitions. This, obviously, the temperance is about balancing and returning, like I said, but it's the letter Nun, and it can go back to eternity. You can go to children, you can go to prophets, a river energy could be here. It's the pictograph of a sperm, and so some people getting pregnant. There's a husband energy here as well. There's fortune. Here's all kinds of stuff. But this is also a salvation and a deliverance card as well. And if you're standing in the truth and you're balanced and you're tempered, then by God, Jehovah has got you protected, because this is about protection. And the sun right now is in a place of protection, and Jehovah is the father figure of the universe, which would go back to the emperor, right? So we do have a Fool at the bottom of the deck. Let's just look at the Fool. According to Scripture, if somebody is foolish and they're not balanced, then the Fool is said to us in Scripture to return to the folly. And so this is a return, and the Fool would return. And it's being compared to a dog that also goes back and eats vomit. Okay, so if you got somebody who's sick and they're unbalanced and they're not tempered and they're not in the truth, and this could cost you. This is a Fool. This is the letter Tav. This is to mark something out, or a signature of something could be here. We got a husband, so we've got some type of a contract for some people. It's known. Perceived and known about something that is here with some type of reconciliation, or it is a clean slate. Like I said, you and I have to be exercised. If we know the Great One and we're walking the path of truth, and then we are protected. Okay, then there is a clean slate here for somebody. We have the N and the T. Somebody's name could be Nate or Nathan or Nat or Natalie could be here as well. We have a ton of something here. If this is fortune, then there's a ton here. Somebody could be 10 or something about the number 10 is here, which also break down to a 1. The ninth house is here, but the T and the N is, that's also Tennessee. That's something about Tennessee or a traveling energy. This is also aviation, so maybe you are from Tennessee. I'm not sure. But there's something here about taking a leap of faith and following your dreams. This is the Dreamer card. Okay, so whatever this is, that's what's coming out here on the Temperance with the noon here. I want to look up this word. Okay, so let's look at this, because one direction, the word is to remove. Okay? The other direction, it goes, so the T and the N goes to higher, and a gift is here, and tan is here. So if you're dealing with somebody who's connected to tanning or something like that, or something, whatever that is, or something, maybe a tan shirt, a tan object, or the word tan is here as well. It goes back to meaning a large sea animal, or so if you deal with, this is a river, and the river will dump out into the sea, as we know as well. Tannin is here, and this goes back to the dragon. Now, this is the mark, okay? And somebody has the mark, and there's a full. Then there's a full here. That somebody's trying to come and remove something and return because they can't get out of their freakish vomit. Then we do know that somebody does have the mark, and there was the snake was there in a couple of readings today. And so the dragon is here. There's a monster here, and the word is serpent. There's some type of a gift as well that's showing up in this section. So if that is somebody, you know, because there's money here, and somebody gonna get cursed for taking some type of a stupid gift, and that's a bribe, and that's here. We also have a donkey here. That's kind of interesting because isn't the Democratic Party also connected to a donkey type of energy? Okay, we did have a noble person, a government official, something come out. Okay, so somebody's trying to clean something up and to fix something in all truth because of something like that. I could read this energy. This is why we need to have our spirituality balanced and exercised. If you know that you're in the truth, then Jehovah's got you protected. Okay? So just bringing in the donkey here as being used as a gift as well, then that's what's showing up here in this section. Okay? But there's some type of a recount or to retell or to reenact a previous incident of something. We do have law here. Okay? So somebody is recounting something or retelling something, but it's connected to higher type of energy, H-I-R-E. Something's here with this energy. There's something strong and mighty here as well. Well, a dragon is huge type of energy. And we're dealing with, if we're dealing with the pandemic, and that goes back to China, then we got this foreign people, foreign places. Okay, so we just bring in all kinds of stuff out here. Only you know who you are and your situation and what's going on. And if we're talking about your work, then we're talking about work, this energy right here, go back to authority and stuff like that as well. So something is known here. The star is here. This is also something guided as well. If somebody was bitter about something and is trying to return to remove something, something's known about it. We can't take away from what's known. So there is a knowing energy here about a fool or something that was signed or some type of a huge monster of a situation or a gift that was given or some type of inheritance. Could this also go back to inheritance as well? But this is a deliverance. Okay? This is a deliverance card. So a lot of energy just with those two cards. Show me the most important thing, Jehovah, that we need to know about this. What is the most important thing that we need to know about this? As somebody's husband's here for some of you all, or, you know, something about somebody's husband needs to protect something sexually that's here. And it's known that they need to, or you need to know that, or something like that. It could cost your children. This heirs to kingdoms, but it goes back to children. Okay, there's a fool around here for some of you all. Again, for some people that's a clean slate, and it's knowing that there needs to be a clean slate, and there needs to be attached to truth here, because there's been some type of stupid energy that's taken place within something that was foolish. We actually had the word foolish come out here. What is the most important thing, Jehovah, that we need to know? Yeah, there's a player around, people. There is a player around. And there's a plotting energy here as well. So the Knight of Wands was actually in one of the Cardinal-FIXED-MUTABLE Sun readings. I don't remember where it was at. We also had 2 pages there, messages. This has been a burden. This is in and out. A departure as well. Somebody who's just real self-assured. This is a lover card. This is a beheading for some people. With this wand and the 10 of Wands breaking down to 2 wands, that's being at the crossroad that came out on both of those, two of those readings. It was there. It was there. Somebody's a fool. Somebody's going to go down a wrong road, I guess, because they can't get out of their vomit. They're going to get eaten by vultures. There's a secret here. There's a secret. But the secret is also with the righteous. We have a prophet energy here, and Jehovah is prophesying a thing for some people to balance out something that's coming their way. This is hasty energy. I'm in and out. Okay, I need a gift, or I want some money, or I'll give you something if you go do something for me, or here, sign this contract and let me get you into something here, or something's already happened with that. But here they are again. This is both these are about a return. This is in and out here. It's like clockwork type of energy. It's inevitable fate. Somebody needs to use their intuition real hardcore, or have a conversation with their husband, or there's some type of a pregnancy that will take place within this, and it's going to bring a hard burden somewhere. And somebody's at a crossroad about a situation. This is the most important thing that you need to know, is that there's a burden here, and there's a player around, and this person's going to jail because they're a freak. They're just a freak. Okay? There's the there are marriage situations here. Like I said, we have a husband. The Hierophant is here. Somebody needs a freaking hospital because they're sick in their freaking head. This goes back to something that somebody has. This is the other woman card as well. Somebody really needs to use their intuition. That's the most important thing that you need to know. There's another party around something. There were third parties around some people. You just pick through my hand. People get up and do the right thing right now. A fenced wall. So oftentimes we get something about a crop, or somebody lives on a farm or something like that. And so we do have a crop energy here. We also have a fenced wall for protection. This is also a protection energy. Okay. Also something that's been stored up. All right. So we do have a gift and things like that were stored up for inheritances here for some people. So some type of a confining for protection. Somebody needs to go to jail and be confined behind those walls because there's a freak around. There's just a freak around. So we have something to do. So again, in those readings, we had like cakes, and the 4 of Wands was there. There's something about a celebration energy around this energy. This goes back to eating and having a roast and meat and stuff like that. So there's some, or you're dealing with the cook, possibly. I don't know your story, but there's something to do with eating stuff is here. And Jehovah actually brought out a literal scripture about eating. The Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want, and he makes me to lie down in green pastures. And he leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul, and he leads me in paths of righteousness. The path has really been coming up since the last Shabbat. People, I'm hearing, and I just heard it the other day, but I'm hearing multitudes in the valley of decision, and they are. And what is the decision about? Life or death is what the decision about. Getting your flesh tore up by wicked nasty, or living and going down this path of still waters. Okay? Somebody could also be connected that lives in Stillwater, Oklahoma. He restores my soul, and he leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For thou art with me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. That's beautiful because he's been bringing out food and tables and or saying here about food. And so it goes on a table, right? And so right in the presence of your enemies that want to try to eat your flesh up, he's going to let you sit there and be a blessing while they're in evilness. They're gross. They can't get out of their freaking vomit. They eat the vomit. And Jehovah said, let me put a spread for you, baby. Let me just spread it all out here, and you feast at my table. And you don't have to fear. For thou art with me, and your oil, that you anoint my head with oil, and my cup runs over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And I will dwell in the house of Jehovah forever. Yes, we will. So, obviously, people, if you're keeping covenant with Jehovah, you're protected, baby. You're protected. There is some type of a senator around or some type of a noble person around. So here it is again. Some of you all are dealing with somebody really, really old that has a long beard possibly, or just beards are here. An ancient age energy is showing up here. Somebody who should have wisdom. Okay? Jehovah says that your end will be better than your beginning. He's also brought this out as well. Run to the mercy seat. He's brought that out a couple different times here lately. Thank you, Jehovah. We do run to your mercy seat. Something about your child, and something is a setup. Okay, for some people, obviously, some people that they're plotting how to do something, they're going to fall in their own trap. And there's a secret around somebody, and some type of a setup has been here. There is going to be justice. So those of you who that was past energy, you made something right, and you did run to the mercy seat, and there's protection. Somebody else trying to get right back into the vomit again. Some type of justice will be had of that. It just will. We had justice all over the place in the cardinal reading. So there is compassion and pity and being compassionate, and that kind of stuff is out here. Thank you. Overcoming evil with good, and the light is good. I want to say this also came out. And drinking from the cup of blessing. Again, you always just setting a table out right in front of our enemies, people. And he's going to let them experience everything that they've done. I did a reading that I stated that I tried to do it for y'all, and the reading was just, oh my God, the energy was ridiculous, and somebody was getting gangbanged. Okay, somebody's going to pick the wrong way, and everything that they tried to set up is going to go back upon them, and they're going to get gangbanged by a bunch of people really hard, because there's nothing but foul stuff down one of the sides of those roads. So whatever those people think that they're trying to do, they're fixing to really get it hard. They're really going to get hard. And some people, I guess if there's going to be justice, that might be waiting for them in the jail cell, because they just couldn't get out of their vomit. It's a real shame, people. It really is. People better sit down and talk to their family members and let them know about the spirit of Jezebel, because it's not going to, it's foolishness, people. It's foolishness. Who are you? Because the most important thing that you need to know is either you're going to end this and you're going to go down the right road and depart from this, or you're going to go right back into it and your head's going to bump off. Those other readings are down below. Until next time, shalom.